and you think that you're being perfectly faithful to your spouse because you are not having an affair. Au contraire, says Dave Willis, there are 9 ways that you and I, Zoink Scoob, can be unfaithful to our spouses. Here's a little hint. Only one of them has to do with sex outside of marriage. Infidelity, not being faithful. There are other ways to commit that crime against your spouse. They can be a little bit subtle. Perhaps these are things that you've never pondered. And maybe these aren't things that are wreaking havoc in your marriage, but it's chipping away. Why? Because we swore faithfulness and we put a covenant seal on it. Let's take kind of a kidney punch sort of look at the 9 ways that we can be unfaithful without, that part. Number 9 from Dave Willis, giving up on one another. There ain't nothing that says infidelity like apathy. And now, my dramatic recreation of you and your apathy. Whatever. Just look, I don't care what you do. Just do whatever you, fine. I'm just going to go watch TV. I don't care if you spend the money. I don't care what you do with your time. I don't care. Don't you get it? I'm not interested. How'd I do? Congratulations, if that has ever been your attitude. You are committing the sin of murder. Why? Because apathy, the silent treatment, the cold shoulder, all says the very same thing. I don't want you here. I want you off the planet. I'm done with you. That's what murder accomplishes. I'm talking about the real deal kind of murder. It removes the person from your scene, but so does apathy. When you and I get offended and wounded and maybe need to take hours, days, weeks to return to civility, we are murdering our spouses and we are being unfaithful. Ask yourself the question, how do you respond? Every home has some tension because there are sinners living under the same roof. There is going to be sin and the fallout from it. How do you respond to it? If it is by being done, disgusted, I am so over this, then you're being unfaithful to your spouse. The number 8 way, and here's the one we all tend to recognize, sexual affairs. That is the one that we always go, well, that's infidelity. Not according to David Willis. There are many other ways that we can commit the same sin without committing that act. Here's number 7, trying to win an argument with your spouse. I have a confession to make. This one is really hard for me because when you are always right, not winning, it's like, come on, I'm clearly correct and you're wrong. Why is that an unfaithful attitude? Because I'm not an adversary with my spouse. I'm a one flesh unit with my spouse. We're on the same team. Something bad happens to her, it happens to me. She's not feeling well, I don't feel well. A good thing happens, I get to rejoice too, because we are a one covenant union. When we set ourselves up as the one who's got to be the victor, I am going to be taking home the trophy in this argument because I'm right about this, then you're setting yourself up to do battle. And I'm pretty certain, I know everybody's rewriting their vows these days, but I'm pretty certain you didn't promise before God and man to go to war with your spouse. Dave Willis writes this, to take a win-lose mindset in marriage is to say, you're on different teams. You're adversaries instead of partners. That's a divorce mindset, not a marriage mindset. Let that be a warning to all of us. If we hold on to that, I have got to win this because I know I'm right about this, slowly and yet step by step, inevitably it is leading toward divorce. The number 6 way to be unfaithful: not showing up when your spouse needs you. When he, she falls down, when he, she calls, or these days texts, when he, she has a need. By the way, I feel it necessary at this moment because of the climate we live in. When I say he, she, I mean he/she. Not that a he can be a she. And the point is, if you are not there when you're needed, you're being unfaithful. This from Dave Willis: to withhold your help or selectively choose your involvement based on your convenience is to communicate disloyalty to your spouse and to commit an act of infidelity. We show our love by showing up. And might I suggest you start practicing right now? If and you happen to be a younger couple, I know the pillow talk that you've had. Oh, it's going to be so fun growing old together. And you just wait, you're going to blink, and then you're going to be old together, and stuff starts to go kafritz. Bodies break down. It's God's brilliant plan to lead us to desiring heaven more and more and more. And you don't know which one of the spouses is going to be the one who suffers the most. The process of death, not always, but almost always, involves pain. It certainly involves needing help. You might be the one, but it might be your spouse. Maybe God grants you really good health all the way to the finish line, but your spouse starts to tumble. Are you disciplined now to be there, to catch, to support, to help, to do the nasty chores if necessary? If that isn't your mindset now, might I encourage you, especially if you're a newlywed, to start thinking in those terms today. Otherwise, you're already practicing infidelity.